Hey guys, what's up? Happy Tuesday. Had a holiday yesterday, but still going here, still making sure we get our videos out for 3 times a week. Did the Austin Home Show over the weekend and want to talk about that. Put together a booth, was able to meet a lot of really cool people. Had a lot of questions about what we do, how we do it, and what our process is typically like. So I want to take a few minutes and answer some of those questions, because a lot of times people aren't necessarily aware about how working with a custom furniture works, and there can be questions that crop up along the way. I wanted to take the time to make sure that people could understand, just exactly what is going on when you're working with a custom furniture builder. So the first question that I got asked a lot was, can you use your own wood? And typically the short answer to that question is no, but the longer answer is it depends. A lot of times the reason why a custom furniture builder like me or someone else will tell you no, that they don't want to work with that wood, is specifically because they can't guarantee the quality of it. They can't guarantee that there isn't going to be so much moisture still trapped in that wood that it's going to end up just turning the piece into an absolute nightmare, or having that wood be ruined when you get it into your home. So that's why a lot of times what you'll see is a custom furniture builder will typically say no. I will say no to a lot of those requests specifically, unless I can do something like work with a known vendor that I've worked with previously that has a kiln and will kiln dry it. At that point, if the wood's provided to me after it has been kiln dried from a known vendor, I'll happily say, yeah, I'll work with it and we can build your project to go forward. So that's why I say it really depends. If it can't be kiln dried for whatever reason, then that's where it turns into a problem. But there are a lot of services around Austin that offer that. You can go to just about any sawmill and you can ask them if they offer kiln drying. Most will tell you yeah, and it's typically at a certain price per board foot. They'll ask you usually if you want it vacuum dried or just standard kiln dried. It doesn't make that much of a difference which one you choose. A lot of people, they like the vacuum kiln dried just because it can get places faster. Either way, once I've got a piece of wood that's been kiln dried, it's going to come to my shop and it's going to acclimate for a little while. So that's why I always say that the typical answer is no, but the longer answer is that it depends when it comes to asking about if you can use your wood in one of the custom projects that you would have me build. Another question that I got asked a lot was, do we wholesale? When you're building pieces that are one of one, the typical answer is going to be no, I'm going to wholesale pieces. That typically involves a lot of bulk work being done. And when I'm making just a single piece for one person, no, it's not going to be anything where it can be wholesaled and sold to somebody else that can then subsequently mark it up. You're working with us, you get a great price for what you're getting based on that direct relationship. And the fact that it's being bought directly from me, that means that I'm able to offer you a price that's better both for you and for me. So that's why I say no, we don't wholesale. If it were a situation where we were doing this based off of volume rather than quality, then yeah, that might be a different story, but we try and make it so that what we make is not a commodity. A third question that I got asked was, what are timelines like? I typically say that a timeline for a piece is going to be about 6 weeks for a semi-custom piece and about 10 to 12 weeks approximately for a non-custom piece. And there's a reason why there's a difference in that time frame. The biggest reason being that I have to actually get the piece of wood from the sawmill for the project, and then I have to let it acclimate in the shop. So what that means is you want to make sure that the piece of wood that you're working with, the piece of furniture that you're building, the moisture levels in it have stabilized. You're not going to see any moisture coming in or going out. And so it's all about doing that. Even you'll see people even do this acclimation when like you're dealing with hardwood flooring. Typically what they'll do is they'll take the hardwood floors that they got and they'll typically set them in the house where they're installing them for, up to a week, sometimes 2 weeks, to make sure that they aren't going to run into those problems. I built a house, and while we were building it, they didn't let the floors acclimate, and then it became a giant problem. They shrinked back and forth like accordions. The adhesive on the floor didn't stick, so you would walk across it, and it would sound like you were walking on Rice Krispies. So that's why I tell people, when it comes to letting wood acclimate, it's always a very good idea to let that happen. It's gonna be better for the entire process. It's a best practice. The other part of that too is when I'm doing a custom project for somebody, typically the hardware that I'm ordering, say for the base or for another part, has to be custom built. And so I have to allow time for the vendors that I work with to build that and then get it delivered to me. So sometimes that can take a matter of weeks. And if I don't have that, all I've got is just a tabletop that I'm stuck waiting on being finished and waiting on having a base that I can ultimately drill all the holes to make it sure that I can attach it properly. And if I don't have that piece, I can't do it. So leads to a little bit of waiting. That's why there are those longer timelines. The nice thing is with the semi-custom line that we built, we're able to eliminate a lot of those delays because, we typically keep slabs on hand in the shop so they can be instantly built. And then the other side of it is we also have the legs and the other pieces generally either on hand or ready to come to us in 3 to 5 days, which is so much nicer, so much easier. But if you have any other questions, if you've got any questions about the home show, anything you might want to know about buying or building a piece of furniture, drop them down in the comments or hit subscribe so you can see extra stuff. Overall, home show was good. Home show was good. I met a lot of great people, was able to have a lot of discussions. Looks like we might have 3 or 4 projects coming out of that. So I'm excited, looking forward to seeing where it takes us. And, ready for the next one. We'll probably do another one in March, depending on how everything else goes the next month or so. If I can't get projects done, I'm not going to be able to do the home show. But yeah, that's where we are this week. Looking forward to seeing you guys. I'll catch you with tomorrow's update on our next build. See ya.